So much for joining us today for this really exciting Facebook Live, YouTube Live, wherever you're watching us on LinkedIn, we're everywhere because this is really important news. What I like to call hashtag game changer. My name is Eliana Radger. I'm the Director of Industry Relations here at Digital Airstrike. And joining me today, I have co-founder and CEO Alexi Venneri, and also new guy on the team, but man, he is making some big waves. Jason Barrie, he's the Senior Vice President of Product and Market Strategy. And oh my gosh, you might have heard the news today. The press release went out. Alexi's been doing interviews all day. It was huge news. That's right. Digital Airstrike acquired LotVantage. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. How does this impact dealers? How can dealers take advantage of now this new thing that we've added to our already humongous arsenal? So let's get to it. Alexi, Jason, you guys must be so excited about today's news. It's a long time coming, but wow, what a shakeup in our industry. Good stuff.
Thank you. Yeah, well, it's still NADA. It might be virtual, but we're always excited. We love bringing the big news and also bringing some great new solutions to our dealer count, which is now 7,000 strong. So very excited. And thank you to Jason. He was a big part of us getting the acquisition to the finish line. But this is a big deal. And we're very excited to now bring some amazing new solutions and the SaaS technology from LotVantage to our larger now group of clients.
And I want to say first, of course, because LotVantage already had this wonderful reputation in the auto industry, just like we do. And now the trick is we keep adding more and more things to the Digital Airstrike library of amazingness that we offer to dealers. So how does LotVantage fill that gap for dealers? What is going to make this new acquisition of LotVantage a difference to dealers out there when they want to show their inventory online?
Well, I'll take the high road and then Jason can get in the weeds in a little bit because he's definitely got a plan for how this is going to benefit our dealers. We started Digital Airstrike during the recession. Inventory was at its lowest point. Remember cash for clunkers. Now during the pandemic, inventory has been crazy. It's been hard to get new inventory. There's been dealers just grabbing up a bunch of pre-owned. New inventory is coming back, but it is all about the inventory. And I think the big message here is dealers, gone are the day of dealers that are just going to sign up for third-party lead providers and trust that they're going to get leads. They want to control their leads. They want to make it inventory specific. And we've always been about that. We've been very specific to give high ROI, very targeted awareness solutions paired with data that we've done on social media with Facebook Marketplace, our recent partnership with Amazon to now bring inventory to over 85 streaming sites because of the Amazon network. Networks like Hulu, amazing, always inventory specific. So the fact that we now have a SaaS platform that expands our reach, that we're really the pioneers in eBay, Craigslist, doing more with YouTube, it's pretty incredible. And our dealers are going to win. It's going to be very targeted, very cost effective. And also our solutions to nurture those leads. But I'm going to let Jason jump in because I know he's got a great vision for this and he's very excited as well.
Yeah, thanks, Alexi and Eliana. So absolutely, the value of LotVantage and the technology they've developed allows us to expand the capabilities of targeting, right? Alexi talked about the challenges on new vehicle inventory, the challenges that we're all facing in the marketplace on pricing pressures on the used side. There was an announcement it was about a week and a half ago about the semiconductor chip providers that are now cutting back production and impacting new vehicle productions that will hit us here throughout 2021. We're fooling ourselves when we think new inventory levels are going to come back miraculously. And the key for all of us in the retail market is how to effectively position and merchandise our inventory through multiple platforms to engage with that customer through the entire sales process and to be able to identify those customers in the top of the funnel and present the right message to the right customer at the right time. And again, that goes for both new and used. And what I'm really excited about is LotVantage's technology has some really sophisticated targeting capabilities and analytics that really layer in very nicely with the artificial intelligence capabilities that we have at Digital Airstrike to tell that story and to help you, really the retailer, to engage with customers much more effectively.
Now let's get into that a little bit, because our job here at Digital Airstrike has always been to help our dealer clients talk to their customers. And all right, I'm just going to go right in. We all watched the big game. We all watched it. If you did watch it, then you saw those commercials from people like Vroom and Carvana, and they're disparaging our dealers and our industry. And I don't like it, and neither do you dealers, do you? So coming up with the kind of messaging that's going to combat that messaging, there's got to be a way that Digital Airstrike can help. And we are. And so both of you, I'd love for you both to chime in and talk about how LotVantage and also other things that we're doing at Digital Airstrike are going to help dealers combat that awful anti-dealership messaging that we're hearing out there right now.
Absolutely. We love our dealers. Many of us have come from working with dealer groups. We know the amazing job they do. We know that they have adopted technology. We've seen it. We've been working with them now for almost a year. Last March, when the pandemic really hit, our solutions became even more valuable because they help dealers use video, use chat. We just announced our new multimedia power texting and abilities to connect that to our AI chat. I mean, so many ways now dealers can absolutely have consumers buy from home. They do test drives at home. They will deliver at home. There's concierge, pickup and delivery for service. And it's your trusted local dealer. They're the ones that support the Little League and Toys for Tots and bring jobs to your community. They are the best place by far to buy a vehicle. They also can have you buy new vehicles from the comfort of home. That message we've been getting out with our dealers, and we're going to do a lot more of it now. Certainly when we've got more ability now to get inventory out, get the messaging out, but our tools will nurture those leads from the consumers and really tell that story. So we are 100% behind telling that story. We want consumers to know the best place to buy is from a dealer by far. And in fact, I know we're not going to announce it today, but in the morning, there will be breaking news from Automotive News. We will have a press release. Another acquisition, believe it or not, that we've just completed, we're announcing tomorrow, that will actually give our dealers another way, their own consumer marketplace, to get that message out. So
I thought I had a censor Alexi there for a second.
I'm not going to say the name. You got to tune in tomorrow. You got to read Automotive News. It's big. And, we're not taking this laying down. We are pro-dealer. We love our dealers, and truly we're pro-consumer. We've got the best dealers with the best technology to help them buy from home, get the best price, buy new vehicles online at home, and ensure that you've got that local dealer there for service. So I'm pretty passionate about it, and we're here to help our dealers.
Dropping the secrets on the Facebook Live, Alexi. All right, Jason, let's talk a little bit more about that whole, hey, how can dealers really compete fairly against Vroom and Carvana, and how does this acquisition and others help them do that?
Sure. And listen, Vroom and Carvana clearly have a very specific mission attack to really implode the current process. And there are challenges with our process, right? Any retailer that I talk to, my experience as a retailer, we know there's challenges in the car buying process, from the 18 hours it takes for a consumer to buy a car to the 3 hours of filling out paperwork. The process is broken, and it's up to each and every single one of us in auto retail to make improvements. And I'll give you a great story and a great perspective very quickly. We just hosted a group of our dealer advisory board members. Great interaction, great conversations about the challenges we're facing in the market and we're seeing. And one of the biggest comments that came out of the group, and it's so impactful to what we're doing every day, is digital retailing. We all talk about it. It's the absolute buzzword for the last 2 to 3 years and has accelerated over the last 6 to 8 months. Digital retailing isn't just about slapping something on your website and being able to have a conversation with that consumer on your site. We know consumers are shopping through an omni-channel strategy. They're doing it through third-party marketplaces. They're going to the tier 1, tier 2, and 3 sites. They're looking at multiple sources. And our strategy and philosophy to partner with dealers is to enable that communication throughout the entire sales process. It doesn't just stop on your website. It's about engaging, and it's about the sales team and the F&I team having one-to-one conversations with consumers that are highly effective. And look at the tactics that, if you're a dealer and you're listening to this, what tactics and strategies have you employed to be able to be more efficient, effective? Are you using video to have conversations with consumers? Are you following up when you send an offer with a payment? Because we know that consumers are payment shoppers. That are you presenting that information not just through your site, but through follow-up communications as well? And that's the differentiators that we're seeing. And again, Vroom and Carvana, we understand their objectives. We know what their intent is to disrupt our marketplace. The opportunities, we know exactly how to solve the problems. The technologies are there, but it's about the people as well. It's about the people that are on the front lines, whether it's the managers or the frontline consultants or salespeople, to use the technology to enable a better experience. And again, those stories of what we heard from our dealers, through COVID, right? We're engaging face to face with our dealers to really understand those challenges to create those solutions.
Very
Absolutely.
well said. Yeah, this is not the last. It's now 12 months. Has not been easy, and we've all been doing a lot of pivoting. And dealers, you have been doing great. So let's not get derailed by those disruptors like Vroom and Carvana. And yes, audience, if you've been keeping track, yesterday we let out a press release yesterday about 2 new advancements that specifically also go to help you compete with companies like Vroom and Carvana. Let's talk a little bit about that before we wrap this up. We do want it to be nice and tight, short little, 15 minutes with everyone, just letting you know about all the good stuff that's happening over here at Digital Airstrike. But Alexi, let's comment a little bit about what we talked about yesterday with those 2 new improvements to our lead response, if you wouldn't mind.
Absolutely. Well, I think absolutely some of the messaging that's out there by some of those online retailers is that you don't want to talk to a salesperson. Well, you know what? Dealers can offer that option too if that's truly what a consumer wants. Our experience listening to consumers for 11 years is they might not want to talk to a salesperson out of the gate. So that selling process doesn't start and end on your website. There's all these ways you can get conversations happening, and we like to call it, conversational commerce. Our technology will do that. So a big advancement we made is multimedia texting, where we can work with our dealers to send out incredible multimedia text now, not just the old SMS that you're used to, but video, GIFs, images, and a lot more content. And then actually have our chatbots, if the consumer by choice doesn't want to talk to a salesperson out of the gate, converse, give them other vehicle options. Craigslist, eBay, that's not just for used vehicles. We can list new vehicles. We can serve up new vehicles as we're conversing, leveraging our technology through our tools. And then when the consumer's ready, because they will be ready, most of them still want to talk to a human at the dealership. That's when we engage them, really more like a product specialist, not that high pressure, completely wrong stereotype that you maybe saw in that Super Bowl ad. So we're really excited about that. And then to keep nurturing those leads. We all work with salespeople, even here at Digital Airstrike. They want those hot leads. Consumers are not always ready to buy today, right? Maybe they're waiting for their stimulus check. Maybe they're waiting until they get a couple more weeks under their belt if they just started a new job. So we have an amazing new tool with our Response Logics solution that is truly a way to smart follow those leads, engage with them. Amazing ways through email. So it's not just text, it's email, it's video. We are there and we are going to convert those leads and reactivate them. And some of the data we're seeing is amazing. 300% higher response rate with MMS, the multimedia power texting, incredible reactivations. We've got dealers saying we're reactivating 20% of their sales are coming from reactivations, that if left to their own devices, most salespeople wouldn't even touch leads that are a couple weeks old. We're talking to them up to 3 months and getting them to reactivate. So it's definitely exciting, and that is a big differentiator with Digital Airstrike. We don't just help you get very targeted leads using data, very much inventory specific. We will nurture those leads for you, so more close.
And Jason, I'm going to throw it over to you. Can a dealer really succeed and be profitable if they don't have a really strong lead response process in place and the tools to help them with that? How can all of this that we've been talking about today help those dealers really succeed in 2021 and beyond?
Yeah, sure. Of course, it's about process, right? I've worked with some amazing retailers, one of the largest dealer groups in the country in the New York City area, and they are process driven, right? And yes, technology supported, and there's case studies about this big group, and it's all about the process and reinforcing and training and auditing. It's the old classic inspect what you expect, and that's what makes a great retailer. The technology is an enablement of. The technology is to support, to drive higher results. But the people and the technology behind it are so critical to make really a successful experience. The consumer's buying right now, the average cost of a car is $39,000 for a new vehicle. Consumers want to touch, and they want to have that conversation with that. They want to touch the vehicle. They want to have the conversation with an individual, and the technology is supporting that process.
Yep, and that can all be done from their driveway. So we're going to start sharing messages and really promote our dealers that will offer that as well. So we're very excited. But tune in tomorrow. We've got big announcements.
Stealing my line, Alexi. Wait a minute. Hold on.
So much to talk about, Eliana. But yeah, we're as you can tell, I'm very excited. I'm really, really proud of our team. I'm really proud of the teams from the acquisitions. They are already just part of Digital Airstrike and excited about what we can do together.
Oh my gosh, we have so much more news. So if you've been keeping track, we had a press release yesterday, we had a press release today about an acquisition, and we're going to have one tomorrow morning. If you are already at NADA, you know, the virtual one, check in at 10 a.m. We'll be posting it, the new press release there in our chat every morning so you can see it first. Alexi, you're also going to be doing an interview tomorrow morning. Is that right?
Got a lot of interviews. So watch for some news with Automotive News. They actually interviewed me today. There's a number more lined up. We're going to do another Facebook Live tomorrow.
Facebook Live tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern time.
That's right.
If you're keeping track. So make sure you check in with us then, and you'll know everything that you need to know. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm afraid I'm going to say it. So I better close out the show soon. Jason, any last minute words you need to say to dealers about all this excitement that we've thrown at you this week?
Let's finish the month strong. That's what it's about.
Finish the month strong. Alexi,
have a great selling holiday weekend here. Let's take advantage of
dealers have
that energy.
Very strong month.
Dealers, we can do this. Thank you so much for your time today, and we look forward to seeing you on another Facebook Live with more incredible information from your friends here at Digital Airstrike. On behalf of Jason, Barrie, Alexi Venneri, and all the good folks over at Digital Airstrike, please stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you on another broadcast soon. Take care, everyone.
Bye.